is going on, guys? It's Charity, and today I'm super excited because this video is going to be the first episode of my Summer Fine Lean series. And so in this series, we're going to be having 10 episodes back to back, talking all about how to get lean for summer. We're going to have workouts, tips, and recipes. So if this is something you're interested in, definitely consider subscribing. But before we get started, let's go ahead and roll that intro. Okay, so for the first episode of the Summer Fine series, we're going to be covering a couple of tips for getting lean in time for summer. And the first tip I have for you guys is to keep track of your food intake. Now, the average person will eat when they're bored, when they're hungry, when they're full. But when you're trying to get lean, you can't just be snacking 24/7. And in fact, you're probably going to be more in a hungry state than you are going to be in like a full state throughout the day. And I'll be covering food in a whole separate video coming up. But the main thing is just keep track of your food. You know, just try not to eat out as much, because a lot of times when you're at restaurants, you don't know what you're eating, and the plate in front of you could easily be the calories that you need for that day. So just try to eat more home-cooked meals and then save eating out maybe for the weekends. Next tip is to keep yourself accountable, whether it is through writing in your journal, using an app to keep track of your food, which is what I used to do, and I recommend MyFitnessPal. You could easily input your breakfast, lunch, or dinner, and it'll kind of guesstimate what you're eating, so you know how many calories you need to eat throughout the day. And the way that I want to keep myself accountable is really just sharing my progress with you guys. So yeah, it is important to keep yourself accountable so you don't stray off, or even when you do, you're able to pick yourself right up and get back on track. Okay, so third tip is to try to be more active. So try to spend at least 30 minutes a day getting that workout in, whatever it is you like to do, whether it's hiking, running, going to the gym, doing yoga. Just being more active will help you to burn those calories throughout the day. And even on the days where you can't really work out, even just going out for a walk or just not being stationary will help you to burn those calories. Okay, so fourth tip for you guys is to drink more water. And I'm sure you know this already, but a lot of times our mind is telling us that we're hungry, but really we're just dehydrated and we need more water in our system. So it's important to up your intake of water. And this is true even if you're not trying to get lean, you should be upping your intake of water throughout the day. And one tip for you guys is to carry a bottle of water around with you wherever you are. So I like to use the Starbucks Venti, and just having this around me at all times reminds me to drink water. So yeah, if you're not drinking enough water, you might be eating when it's unnecessary. And also water helps you to be more full, so it's another hack if you're trying to eat less calories. Okay, so fifth and final tip for you guys is to don't expect overnight results. And I think the problem that a lot of us have, especially myself, is that we don't have patience to stick around for the long run. And honestly, I am really guilty of this. I feel like I'm constantly checking whether I've made any progress in my body, and it's definitely not the healthiest habit to have, because these changes take time. And really, you shouldn't be trying to lose 5 pounds in a week. That's just not realistic. And that is the reason why I'm giving myself 3 months to see changes occur, because if you want to shed that fat and keep it off, it'll definitely take some time. So yeah, just don't be discouraged if you don't see changes happening right away. I know it's hard to be patient when you really want to reach your weight loss goals, but once you do start to see those minor changes, it's definitely going to motivate you and help you to push forward. Alright, so that's just a few tips I have for you guys to get lean in time for summer. Next video, we're going to be talking all about food, what foods you should eat, and what you should try to avoid. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.